For all of you off-grid enthusiasts out there, this is definitely a property that you should take a look at. This overlooks the greenhouse where you can plant all your vegetables and all of that. This is the front view from the house across the street. As you can tell, this property is extremely private. You won't have anybody bothering you. This property actually has a wraparound driveway, so this driveway actually enters here off the street and then wraps around in front of the cabin and out the other side. So you've got plenty of room for parking, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, you name it. This property does not have a toilet, but they do have an outhouse, which you'll see in just a second. And the property itself is 400 square feet, has 2 bedrooms, a shower with hot water, all the kitchen amenities, a stove, and all of that. Here's the inside of the greenhouse, where you can get your extra few months a year out of your vegetables. There's also 5 raised gardening beds and 1 here with a fence located on it. So just behind the property, there's actually a year-round spring. It roughly has about 10 gallons per minute that flows through this spring year-round, and it originates on the neighboring property. Here's the other view from the street on the wraparound driveway. Nice little pet. And then this is a church road that is maintained by the landowners. And it also has a walking trail or a four-wheeler trail that goes to the back side of the property, which we'll see here in just a moment. This creek that you're going to see here is actually fed by 7 springs that converge together. So it is a year-round little creek, fresh water. And then this trail takes you around to the back of the property. So this here is just another view of the stream that actually runs just behind the cabin. There's enough water flowing from this the stream that you could actually have a hydroelectric generation system from it. And a view of the first set of waterfalls off the creek, very calming and beautiful. This water is so clear too, and it's a solid rock bottom creek bed, so you don't really see that very often around here. Kind of taking you a little bit back further into the back side of the property. And as you can see, there's plenty of trees, a lot of different species here. You'll see beech trees, oak, some pine trees, and cedar, just to name a few. And then to the left here is where the creek is, just down at the bottom of the hill. You can kind of see it through the brush there. It's a beautiful property, 8.816 acres, located in Mount Pleasant. It's a very secluded area. The neighbors are very friendly and they tend to help each other out. This here is the second waterfall, just down on the creek, and this creek actually runs the whole left border of this property, so you get a lot of the creek that you get to enjoy. There are a couple of other build sites on this property. Obviously the one where the cabin is currently, but there are 2 others that are, one is located at the back of the property and the other is just on the top of the hill. This property has so much vegetation. There's a few different types of ferns that grow wild on the property. There's other medicinal herbs like ginseng and bloodroot, and several other flowers that have medicinal purposes that you may get some use out of. Such a gorgeous piece of property. There is a stream that isn't year-round, but does tend to spring up a little during the wet weather, and it's just in this area. And this is the very back side of the property, and also the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. This property is 240 Ellie's Run in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Again, it's 8.816 acres and has a 400 square foot cabin. And thank you.